They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do championships or trophies after 1 week of performance? Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
The Bills had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now a 2nd and 10.
The middle third, he couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, here we go, Sunday.
Throwing now is Geno. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll try to find Jackson Smith and Jigba. That'll bring up second down. When you look at this defense, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. This man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
Fights through him. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
56.
Now Allen.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice...
On 2nd down, Cook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Order yardage. What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stick with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
18 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
Smith throwing again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Breaking through to drop him, that's Perrion Winfrey.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go to the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 50-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Smith.
Over the middle, he finds Eskridge.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Gino on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. And Walker has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Again, Smith. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Jason Myers to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good.
Oh, fuck, I can't change that bitch. That bitch got my shit on placement.
So he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Smith.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
1st down, here's the run with Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Allen off the play fake. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 7. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the gun, here's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Smith on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now a dump off here complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 79 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But sometimes, Brad, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They run it again with Cook. Shedding through the defense. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Here's Allen to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Pushing through the contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, Your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here's 1st and goal. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from the 1. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara.